You stand on the edge of a frozen world. The wind does not blow here. The air is still and dead. You check your scanner one last time. The screen flickers with a weak green light. It points down. You drop to your knees in the gray dust. Your gloves brush away the top layer of ash. There is something beneath it. It is smooth and cold. It is not rock. It is metal. You dig faster now. Your breath fogs your visor. You uncover a curved surface. It hums against your touch. This is not just a relic. It is a star-born seed. It has been waiting for an age. You wipe the grime from a small panel. Symbols glow to life. They are blue and sharp. The ground trembles beneath your boots. You stumble back. The ice cracks around the metal object. It rises from the earth. It is taller than you. It looks like a closed flower made of steel. The hum grows louder. It vibrates in your teeth. You laugh nervously. You almost forgot to breathe. This engine is alive. It is the heart of a season long forgotten. It is the promise of spring in a winter hell. You reach out to touch it again. The metal is warm now. It pulses with a rhythm. Thump, thump, thump. It matches your own heart. The sky above you shifts. The eternal gray clouds part for a second. A single beam of starlight hits the machine. The seed begins to open. Petals of chrome unfold. You shield your eyes. The light is blinding. You hear a sound behind you. It is soft, like falling snow. You turn around. The mist is swirling. It forms shapes in the air. You grab your tool belt. You are not alone. The mist clears slowly. Tall figures stand there. They are thin and pale. They look like they are made of moonlight. They do not have mouths. Their eyes are large and dark. You step forward. You hold up your hands. It is the universal sign for peace. At least you hope it is. One of the figures moves. It glides over the ground. It offers you a small object. It looks like a cube of glass. Inside the glass is a storm. Lightning flashes in miniature. You take it. It is heavy. The figure tilts its head. A voice speaks in your mind. It is not a sound. It is a feeling. It feels like rain. They are asking a question. They want to know why you woke the engine. You look at the machine. It is glowing brightly now. You look back at the aliens. You tell them the truth. You say that winter has lasted too long. You say it is time for a change. The figure nods. The others fade back into the mist. You are left with the cube. You look at it closely. It is a key. You know this instantly. You turn back to the engine. There is a slot in the side. It matches the cube perfectly. You hesitate. This could change everything. It could also blow you up. That would be bad. You insert the key. The machine goes silent. For a moment, there is nothing. Then a low tone begins. It creates a deep resonance. The ground shakes harder. A door slides open in the ground. It was hidden by the ice. It leads down into the dark. You turn on your flashlight. The beam cuts the gloom. You see stairs. You descend into the vault. The air here is stale. It smells of ozone and old dust. The walls are lined with shelves. They are packed with odd devices. You pick one up. It looks like a compass, but the needle points to 5 directions. You put it down. You find a console at the back. It is covered in dust. You wipe it clean. Screens flicker on. They show maps of the stars, but the stars are different. They're in the wrong places. You realize these are ancient charts. They show the galaxy as it was, before the Great Freeze, before the silence. You see data scrolling. It is a record of triumphs. It lists planets that were once gardens. This world was one of them. You find a log entry. It mentions a group. They were called the Gardeners. They built these engines. They wanted to keep the seasons turning. But something stopped them. The log ends abruptly. You hear a noise upstairs. It sounds like a ship landing. You rush back to the stairs. You climb 2 steps at a time. You burst out into the cold air. A ship hovers above the engine. It is sleek and black. It has no markings. A ramp descends. Figures walk down. They are not the mist people. These are solid. They wear heavy armor. They carry staffs that glow red. You stand your ground. You put yourself between them and the machine. One of them steps forward. He removes a helmet. His face is scarred. He looks old. He looks tired. He speaks in a rasp. He calls himself a keeper. He says the machine must stay off. He says the winter is safe. He says change is dangerous. You shake your head. You point to the sky. The clouds are already thinning. He raises his staff. You brace yourself. But a third group appears. They step from the shadows of the rocks. They are the elder ones. You recognize the description from the archives. They are tall and robed. They do not carry weapons. They carry presence. The armored man lowers his staff. He looks afraid. You are just confused. The elder ones speak. Their voices are like grinding stones. They speak of a prophecy. They say a doctor would come. They say you would bring the heat. You like the sound of that. It sounds heroic. They say humanity has a destiny. You are meant to be the caretakers. You are meant to wake the gardens. The armored man scowls. He retreats to his ship. The black vessel rises. It shoots into the sky. It leaves a trail of smoke. The elder ones turn to you. They bow their heads. It is a sign of respect. You feel a bit awkward. You bow back. It seems polite. They point to the engine. It is fully open now. A pillar of light shoots up. It pierces the clouds. The gray sky turns blue. A patch of clear space appears. You feel the sun on your face. It is weak but real. You close your eyes. You soak it in. This is just the start. The beam is a beacon. It is calling to other engines. There are more of them. You have to find them. You check the map from the archive. It shows 5 locations. You are at the first. The next one is far. It is in the void between stars. You have a ship. It is small but fast. You say goodbye to the elder ones. They promise to guard this spot. You climb into your cockpit. The engines flare. You lift off. Space is quiet. You travel for days. You eat ration bars. They taste like cardboard. You try to fix the autopilot. It has a glitch. It likes to drift left. You talk to your ship. You named her Betsy. She does not talk back. That is probably for the best. You see a blip on the radar. It is big. You drop out of warp. You are in deep space. There is no star here, but there is a fleet. Dozens of ships glide in the dark. They are silent. Their engines give off no light. They are drifting. You hail them. No answer. You fly closer. They are damaged. Scorch marks cover their hulls. This was a battle. You scan the wreckage. There are no life signs. Wait. One signal pings. It is faint. It comes from the lead ship. You match its rotation. You lock onto a docking port. You grab your gear. You enter the silent ship. The gravity is off. You float through the corridors. Debris floats with you. It is eerie. You reach the bridge. A single light blinks. A figure is slumped in the captain's chair. It is an alien. It looks like a bird. It is breathing shallowly. You use your medkit. You give it a stimulant. The alien gasps. Its eyes open. It looks at you with fear. It points to the view screen. You look out. The stars are moving. They are swirling into a funnel. It is a rift, a tear in space. It is leaking purple energy. The energy hits your mind. You feel dizzy. You hear whispers. They are not nice whispers. They tell you to give up. They tell you to sleep. You shake your head. You focus on the alien. You help the creature up. It speaks a broken trade language. It says the rift opened yesterday. It destroyed the fleet. It says the energy changes minds. It makes friends fight. That explains the battle damage. The fleet destroyed itself. You have to close that rift. The archive mentioned this. It is a side effect. When the engines wake, entropy fights back. Chaos tries to enter. You need to seal it. You drag the alien to your ship. You undock quickly. The purple energy lashes out. It hits your shields. Betsy groans. You fly toward the rift. You have a device from the vault. It is a stabilizer. You have to throw it in. It is a terrible plan, but it is the only plan. You accelerate. The whispers get louder. You grit your teeth. You yell at the empty space. You tell it to shut up. You launch the stabilizer. It flies into the purple maw. There is a flash of white. The rift collapses. The stars stop swirling. The silence returns. The alien looks at you. It nods. It is impressed. You are trembling. That was too close. You take the alien to a nearby station. It is a neutral zone. Many species are there. They saw what you did. They saw the rift close. Word spreads fast. You are suddenly popular. People want to buy you drinks. You sit in a meeting room. It is full of different species. Some have scales. Some have fur. Some are just gas and suits. They are arguing. They are scared of the changes. You stand up. The room goes quiet. You tell them about the engines. You tell them about the seasons. You ask for help. You say you cannot do this alone. The galaxy is too big. The threats are too real. You need allies. You need a covenant, a pact of hope. You look at the bird alien. It stands up. It pledges its fleet, or what is left of it. Then the mist people step forward. Then others join. A coalition is born. You leave the station with a fleet. It's a ragtag group, but it's yours. You head to the next coordinates. It's a crater on a moon. The scanner picks up the signal. It's underground. You land your ship. Your allies secure the perimeter. You go down alone. This is your job. The lab is hidden deep. It is pristine. It looks like the scientists left yesterday. You find a prototype. It is a small reactor. The notes say it reverses entropy. It creates order from chaos. This is the key to the final engine. You carefully pack it. It is unstable. If you drop it, boom. You head back to the surface. Your comms crackle. It is your bird friend. He sounds panicked. Someone is messing with the beacon. You run. You reach your ship. You see a figure by the engine. It is one of your allies. It is a gas being. It is sabotage. It is disabling the signal. You shout. The being turns. It holds a detonator. It says the order is a lie. It says chaos is freedom. It has been infected by the rift energy. It did not heal. You have to act. You cannot shoot. The reactor is too close. You talk. You ask it about its home. You ask if it remembers the spring. The being hesitates. The gas swirls in its suit. You step closer. You keep talking. You paint a picture of a blooming world. You talk about warmth. The being lowers the detonator. You lunge. You grab the device. You toss it away. It explodes in the air. No one is hurt. The being collapses. It weeps. The coalition is shaken, but they see your mercy. They trust you more now. You forgive the saboteur. You place the reactor in the engine. It hums. A new beam shoots up. 2 down, 3 to go. The network is growing. You feel a pull. It is the ancient scripts. They are decoding themselves. You look at your screen. The data from the first vault is changing. It is forming a map. It shows a planet in the center of the galaxy. It is called the living world. It is the source. All the engines connect there. If you wake that world, you wake them all. You do not need to visit the other 3. You tell the fleet. They cheer. You set a course. It is a dangerous path. You have to fly through asteroid seas. You have to dodge nebulas. You take the lead. Betsy is ready. You engage the thrusters. The stars blur. You are racing against time. The winter is fighting back. The cold is deepening. You enter the asteroid field. Rocks the size of cities float by. You weave through them. Your sensors scream. A rock clips your wing. Sparks fly. You hold the controls steady. You are sweating. You see the exit. It is a narrow gap. You gun the engines. You shoot through. You are clear. The view ahead is breathtaking. A planet hangs in space. It is green and blue. It glows with life, but it is surrounded by a shell. The shell of ice. It is trapped. The final lock. You check your sensors. The rogue faction is here. The armored men. They are blocking the path. They have a massive ship. It sits between you and the planet. Their weapons are locked. They hail you. The scarred man appears on screen. He tells you to turn back. He says order must be preserved. He says life is chaos. You cut the feed. You open a channel to your fleet. You tell them to form up. This is it. You dive toward the planet. The enemy fires. Lasers streak past your cockpit. Your allies return fire. The bird ships are fast. The mist ships are tricky. They distract the enemy. You aim for the pole. That is where the lock is. You have the key. You have the reactor. You just need to land. The enemy capital ship moves. It blocks your path. It is a wall of steel. You cannot go around. You have to go through. You see a hangar bay. It is open. You have a crazy idea. You tell Betsy to hang on. You fly into the enemy ship. Inside, it is chaos. You dodge fighters. You blast a door. You fly out the other side. You are through. The surface is rushing up. You pull up at the last second. You land on the ice. It is thick. You jump out. You plant the reactor. You insert the key. The enemy ship turns its guns on you. You do not have time. You activate the machine. A pulse of energy expands. It hits the ice. The ice shatters. It turns into rain. The shell falls away. The planet breathes. A wave of green light sweeps out. It hits the enemy ship. The ship loses power. It drifts away. The weapons go dead. The scarred man screams in silence. His winter is over. Your allies land around you. The air is warm. Flowers bloom in seconds. Grass grows over your boots. You take off your helmet. You smell the air. It smells of pine and rain. It smells of life. The coalition troops step out. They are crying. They touch the ground. They have never seen grass. You watch them. You feel a hand on your shoulder. It is the bird alien. He points to the sky. The stars are shining. The nebula mist is gone. The galaxy is clear. You did it. You resurrected the seasons. You brought the spring. The doctor smiles. It is a good day. They build a monument there. It is made of the ice shards. It lists the names of the brave. It lists the ships lost. It lists the species united. Your name is at the top, but you are not there to see it. You are already packing. The job is done, but the galaxy is big. There are other mysteries. There are other vaults. You climb back into Betsy. She purrs. She is ready. You look at the living world one last time. It is a jewel. You engage the thrusters. You blast off. You head toward the unknown. You carry hope with you. It will echo forever. You are the doctor, and you have work to do.